So unsterilized instruments can be a vector or an harbinger of diseases. That is, it can transfer disease from one person to the other.
Unsterilized objects are all around us. We overlook them, think we're immune or just because we're careless. When used, such materials may result in infections, which sometimes lead to avoidable death. In a nation brimming with small-scale businesses, such as barbing salons, pedicure and manicure parlors, most of them using unsterilized objects and carry out their daily activities, diseases get transferred at a geometric rate. This barbing salon operator, who refused to speak on camera, makes good money daily, which enables him to pay his bills. But his patrons enjoy his services. I wouldn't be bothered about what kind of sterilizing kits he uses. Barbers simply get away using dangerous tools.
Once I get into a salon, what I do is I check whether they have, mechanism for sterilizing their instruments. If they don't, I will ask that person to show me. If he doesn't show me, I'll walk out.
For those people that they do use to sterilize their clipper, they are spoiling our business. They must make sure that they sterilize their clipper before they use this to barb. Because this job, we take this job serious. That is what we use to feed our family and train our children. So we don't want anybody to spoil the business for us.
According to this beautician, the bad habit also holds true for some. She affirmed the need for both customers and beauticians to be vigilant.
Client that comes to do pedicure, they should not allow anybody that wants to walk on their leg or their hand to use old trimmer. She should ask for new trimmer. And she should confirm it very well if it is new, and they should sterilize it before using it for them.
However, Nigerians need good enlightenment on proper sterilizing procedures.
First, soaking them in a liquid that is capable of removing any substance like bacteria or viruses that may contaminate such instruments. And for practical purposes, with us here, we use either jig or chlorine. Okay, and then we should soak them in this solution for a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes. The same procedure we do in the hospital is what they're supposed to do if they really want to achieve a proper detoxification, so that they don't infect people or infect their clients when they come to them.
In the metropolitan city of Lagos, having a barber shop is a steady source of income, but practicing the vocation right is a mountain of a sum to climb. But I'm here at this barbing salon where I've witnessed proper sterilizing procedure being carried out. And now, it's time for me to cut my hair. Meanwhile, some Nigerians express distress towards some medical practitioner who indulges in this act.
I don't advise anybody to allow any doctor to use a syringe that has been used already. If it must be injected, you should make sure that the syringe that is being used, you see it and it's a brand new syringe.
If I get to hospital, I must make sure that I see the syringe and the needle being brought out from it's a package. And if I discover that it has been tampered with, I can never allow it to be used for me.
Most of the doctors, it's not that they don't have this equipment in their offices, but in order to just go there and take another one, they find it difficult. That is carelessness.
A medical practitioner highlights the risks involved and thinks it can amount to a death sentence for anyone to use unsterilized objects on the patient.
Well, among the quacks, of course, you can see some of them indulging in all this because they don't go for continuous education. They don't know what the standard of how to go about all these things are. So if any setup is still engaging in this kind of a thing, they are constituting a lot of health hazard to the community where they operate.
Contracting diseases through unsterilized objects is avoidable, but many treat the risks involved with levity. But it's always better to avoid contracting a disease than to cure it. So, beware of unsterilized objects. Insist on the proper procedure always. You will never know. It may be the difference between life and death. Olaskomi Mohammed, CVC News.